delivering the newspaper, right? Making it, delivering it. Wouldn't it be great for the Wall Street Journal if they had 1 million people with e-readers and they hit a button and it every morning landed on their e-reader and they got subscription out of that? Pretty good business. Think about the magazines. Think about the giant ecosystem that gets played out when these are in place, right? Wi-Fi enabled, wide area enabled, the ability to go and get content whenever they want it on a 10-inch screen. Okay, by the way, you've seen some of the prototypes out there. If you haven't, they're about yay thick, flexible. What happens? What changes? Everything. Because I don't know about all of you, but my briefcase I brought here weighs about 75 pounds. Okay, because I carry paperwork and all the magazines I want to read that I never get to and everything else. All that sits on a device. Think about the Bluetooth keyboard you can put on that device. Think about the memory you'd need on that device and how it's real hard to get 32 gig now. No. It's expensive? Not really. Okay, think about that. Think about how you go in here carrying a smartphone, BlackBerry, iPhone, whatever you're carrying. Wouldn't it be great to not bring the computer and just have that Bluetooth pair to your 12-inch or 10-inch screen and work for you while you're traveling? Also have all your content in it. It's not your primary computing device, it's an e-reader. Okay? Think about waking up every morning in the hotel tomorrow morning and your New York Times and Wall Street Journal are there waiting for you. So that's the kind of concepts you have to think in this space. This space is very, very exciting. One of the fun parts about it is Amazon's opening everybody's eyes. What's going to happen to Amazon, though? They have to keep innovating because there's lots of folks chasing them. I can tell you there's a lot of folks that are coming at them very fast. But on the same front, they've created a new industry, a very exciting one. Okay, navigation. How many people have purchased a portable navigation device that's stuck to your window? You know, they sold like 20 million of those things last year, right? You go, wait a second, what goes, well, you can get on your wireless phone, right? You can go out and get telenav from us. There's other services you can get. They're still selling like crazy. Why is that? Because they're really good. They're really easy to use. They're real simple, okay? What happens when you connect that PND? All of a sudden, you have real-time data. Does anybody today have real-time traffic? The answer is no. Okay? What would it be like for those of you who live in many different cities to wake up in the morning and have your PND already trained and knows you, knows your routes, and you hit one button that tells you which way to go to work with the best traffic route? I'd buy that. I don't know about you guys, I'd buy that for sure. How about points of interest on that PND? Okay? So when you really start to think about the car and what it can be, it all of a sudden starts to mushroom. Let me give you a couple other examples. How many here have kids who are sitting in the back seat driving you nuts when you go on a long trip? Okay, what do the kids want in the back seat? It's up on the board. They want entertainment. They want gaming. They want the ability to get on the web. They want real-time web browsing in the back seat. What do parents want in the front seat? Quiet. Well done. Quiet. That's true. You can get that. But parents want, right, safety and security. We're boring, right? We want points of interest. We want certain things, real-time traffic that I just talked about. The back seat and the front seat environments are very different. Absolutely, completely different. Our kids could care less about what we want, but the bottom line is it's deliverable now. Whether you have it in the automobile built in, as we talked about, a little more difficult, a little longer roadmap, or you use one of these devices to get it. But think about those two places very differently when you're thinking about the innovation that's going to happen and what things are out there and what things will be in your automobile. The connected car concept, I think, may be one of the biggest we talk about today. Okay? Okay, last one, location-based services. I got a picture of Fido up there, which people give me a hard time about this, but how many people in here, seriously, for a second, how many have a dog? Okay, how many of you would care a lot if you lost a dog and the arms go down? How many would your kids care a lot if you lost a dog and your arms go back up? Okay, believe it or not, just saw some great stats. There's 75 million dog owners in America. Okay, 25 million of those people on a survey said they treat their dog as well as their kids. I'm just telling you the facts, okay? I've got a puppy, and if he disappeared, you know, I might not be so bummed out. But my kids would be. So when I walk into Best Buy, and there's a location-based services dog collar there that you can strap on Fido, that you charge at night, and if Fido gets lost, you pull out your iPhone or you pull out your RIM, and you go on a website and go, Fido's over at the neighbor's house. You'd buy that. If you didn't, your kids would. Okay? Pretty simple concept, isn't it? But today, can you get one? No. is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I've got a 12-year-old daughter. I think an ankle bracelet with a Fido thing on there would be good. Okay? I like to know where she's at, who she's talking to, and what she's doing. Okay? But we joke about that, but think about in the automobile. Think about adding that down just so you know where the car is. Think about fleet services. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Think about just keeping track of parcels. Okay? Think about keeping track of containers on a freighter going across the ocean. How many of those are there? About 10 million of them. Okay, who's keeping track of those? My point to you is there's a huge opportunity here. And the thing I always hear from analysts is, oh yeah, but you're only going to get like what? $1 a month? Yeah, maybe. $1 a month, 70% OIBDA, I'm in. Right? Wouldn't we all be? Okay, so that's my point. So this is also another opportunity. So I've really only dug into a few just to give you a taste of where this is going to go and what's going to happen. But as you're thinking about what you do and how that innovation is going to take place, you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So my last couple of slides are on what's it going to take to make this successful. Because reality is, let me hit something that's really important. I had asked this question earlier. Why now? Why is this important now? Why is this happening now? You'll say, well, Glenn, it's 100% penetration. It is. That is absolutely one of the key elements. But the stars are kind of aligned. First of all, do we have the networks to support this? We do. Okay, many of these things I just showed you, you probably don't even need 3G, but okay, right? Some maybe 4G will work a little better, but today, what we got works great. Okay? Guess what? There's a focus. Because what are the CE providers thinking? All of you out there are OEMs are going, what's the next big thing for me?